So here we are going to start the thing translation. So what is translation? This is the process in which linear sequence of nucleotides or codons in a molecule known as messenger RNA or mRNA. ठीक है, so जो molecule है mRNA, it will direct the amino acids in a particular type of polypeptide. Clear? So there are 20 type of amino acids which take part in translation. ठीक है, and millions of proteins are formed. Billions of proteins are formed from these 20 amino acids. Okay, so this sequence of amino acid is directed by a particular type of gene or cistron. ठीक है, so because this gene having particular type of nitrogenous base or the sequence. Clear? So 20 type of amino acids है हमारे पास. So these 20 type of amino acids are directed by a particular type of gene, ठीक है, which has a particular type of sequence of nitrogenous bases. Clear? So in the translation, what is going on? mRNA taking the amino acids. So mRNA क्या ले रहा है? Amino acids ले रहा है, and then it will change these amino acids in a long chain which is known as polypeptide. So basically, translation is the process in which protein synthesis will occur. Clear? So formation of protein from the RNA is known as translation. So this mRNA translates coded information. ठीक है? So this mRNA taking this coded information from the DNA. ठीक है, so mRNA doing this translation by bringing amino acid in a particular sequence and making the polypeptide chain. So these amino acids are bring about by the help of transfer RNA. So there are certain things which are required for the translation, which are ribosomes, amino acids, mRNA, tRNA, and the enzymes. So this is the requirement of this translation process. राइबोसोम चाहिए, अमाइनो एसिड्स, mRNA, tRNA and enzymes. ठीक है, so one by one we will take a general view of these all. ठीक है, then we will start the thing translation step by step. So first thing we are going to start is ribosomes. So these are minute nucleoprotein entities without covering. ठीक है, so these are the sites for protein synthesis. ठीक है, also known as protein factories. Protein synthesis occur over these ribosomes, so that is why they are called as protein factories. ठीक है, now coming to the types of the ribosomes. So ribosomes are of two types depending upon location. So they can be cytoplasmic. If the ribosome is present in the cytoplasm, then it is known as cytoplasmic, and organelle if present in the organelle like mitochondria and plastids. So cytoplasmic ribosomes, organelle ribosomes, and generally present in mitochondria and plastid type of organelles. ठीक है, and on the basis of occurrence, this is of two types, free and attached. So generally ribosomes are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. ठीक है, now coming to the parts of the ribosomes. These ribosomes has two parts, larger subunit and smaller subunit. ठीक है, so this larger subunit is dome shape with a groove present in it for the newly formed polypeptide chain. ठीक है, so this is the dome shape, and smaller subunit is oblate ellipsoid shape. So here larger subunit is dome shape and smaller subunit is oblate or ellipsoid shape. ठीक है, इसमें एक groove present है for the newly formed polypeptide chain. So groove is present here, a tunnel is present in smaller subunit for mRNA. And next thing is magnesium 2 positive. This magnesium 2 positive will help in attaching this larger and smaller subunit. ठीक है, otherwise these larger and smaller subunit will be detached from each other. ठीक है, so generally when translation will occur, only at that time smaller and the larger subunit will attach to each other with the help of this magnesium 2 positive ion. Clear? Next thing in the ribosome is polysome or polyribosomes. So what is the meaning of this polysome or polyribosome? Poly means many. We know this thing. Poly means many. So we know this. This is the mRNA. ठीक है, and these are the smaller and larger subunits of these ribosomes. So on a single mRNA, more than one ribosomes can be attached, and they will make polypeptide chain at the similar time. So this thing is known as polysomes. So these two ribosomes are apart from each other 340 angstrom. ठीक है, so generally they are 340 angstrom or 34 nanometer from each other. Clear? Next is smaller subunit is the point of recognizing for mRNA and binding area for the initiation factor. ठीक है. Next is these ribosomes has reactive sites. So there are two reactive sites in this ribosome. First one is known as A site and the other thing is known as P site. So P site is also known as peptidal site and A site is known as amino acyl site or acceptor site. This peptidal site is present in smaller subunit. So this is present in smaller subunit and this acceptor site is present in both the smaller and larger subunit. ठीक है. So this peptidal site is present in smaller subunit and it is also known as donor site, and amino acyl or acceptor site is present in larger as well as in smaller subunit, or it is shared by both the subunits. Clear? So in the ribosome along with A and P site, E site is also present which is known as exit site. ठीक है. So this E site will part of the larger subunit and this E site is for deacylated tRNA. ठीक है. Now is coming to the enzymes. So these are the enzymes which are involved in these ribosomes. So first of all, peptidal transferase. This is present in larger subunit. Okay. GTPase, binding site for elongation and translocase. So all these are the enzymes which are involved with this ribosome. Clear? So this is about the ribosome. Now we will start amino acids. So there are particular 20 type of amino acids are present. ठीक है. So only these 20 type of amino acids will form different type of peptidal chains. ठीक है. So जो polypeptide की chains है, these polypeptide chains are formed by these 20 amino acids. Clear? So by changing their number and position, they form different type or million type of polypeptide chains. ठीक है. So this is about amino acids which are taking part in the translation. Now coming to the mRNA. This is also known as messenger RNA. So these messenger RNA will bring coded information from the DNA. ठीक है. So from the DNA they will bring coded information in the form of nucleotide base. So that is why this is known as messenger RNA. Clear? So these messenger RNA are recognized by anticodon which are present on the tRNA. Next is tRNA or transfer RNA. This is also known as soluble type of RNA, or this is also is the carrier of the amino acids. So they will bring particular type of amino acids to the site of the translation. ठीक है. Where is ribosome and messenger RNA complex is present. Clear? So they will carry specific type of amino acid with them. So each tRNA has area for coming in contact with ribosome and enzyme amino acyl tRNA synthetase will join particular type of amino acid with tRNA. ठीक है. So this amino acid is attached with the tRNA with the help of amino acyl tRNA synthetase. So these amino acyl tRNA synthetase is particular for each and every amino acid, and this enzyme is also known as amino acid activating enzyme because it will activate the amino acid by attaching it with tRNA. Clear? Now coming to the mechanism of translation. So in the mechanism of translation, first step is activation of amino acid. ठीक है. So this amino acid in the presence of ATP and the enzyme amino acyl transfer RNA synthetase. So this is the enzyme which is amino acyl transfer RNA synthetase. So amino acid with this ATP and enzyme amino acyl transfer RNA synthetase and in the presence of magnesium 2 positive converting into amino acid AMP which is adenosine monophosphate and this enzyme. ठीक है. And this pyrophosphate group. ठीक है. So this is the first step of activation of amino acid. ठीक है. So amino acid is attaching with this ATP. So on the expense of this ATP is converting into AMP. So energy will release in this process. And in the next step, these pyrophosphate by the enzyme pyrophosphatase hydrolysis will occur and we will get energy in this second process also. ठीक है. So this energy is used to make this complex. Clear? So second step is amino acyl tRNA. ठीक है. So with the help of DHU loop of tRNA, this tRNA is attached with amino acyl AMP enzyme. ठीक है. So जो हमने पहले स्टेप में कॉम्प्लेक्स बनाया था amino acyl AMP enzyme का, this tRNA is associated with it, ठीक है, in the second step. Clear? So this amino acid will attach to this CCA-OH site which is on 3' end of the tRNA. So उसके साथ ये attach करेगा amino acid. So it will form amino acyl tRNA or AA tRNA. ठीक है? So this is the activated type of tRNA and also known as charged tRNA. Clear? And after this AMP and enzyme will be released from this group. ठीक है? So जैसे ही amino acid will attach with this site of the tRNA, this AMP and enzyme will removed. Clear? Third step in the translation is initiation. So this initiation is done by the factors also known as initiation factors. ठीक है? So in prokaryotic type of cell, three types of initiation factors are present: IF1, IF2, IF3. So these are the initiation factors which are present in the prokaryotic type of cells. And in eukaryotic type of cell, 9 number of these initiation factors are present: EIF1, EIF2, EIF3. ठीक है? Then EIF4A, EIF4B, then C and D. Okay? And at the last we have EIF5 and EIF6. So these are the 9 initiation factors which are present in the eukaryotic type of cells. ठीक है? Next thing is GTP is required for this process initiation. ठीक है? And out of these initiation factors, IF3 of prokaryotic cell and EIF2 of eukaryotic cell attached to the smaller subunit. So this thing and this will be attached to smaller subunit of the ribosome. ठीक है? And mRNA is attached to the smaller subunit of the ribosome by their Shinne-Dilgarno sequence. So now we will study about this Shinne-Dilgarno sequence, which is very important. So what is this Shinne-Dilgarno sequence? This is present in prokaryotic mRNA. So here we have Shinne-Dilgarno sequence. So this is polypurine type of the sequence in which AGG is present. ठीक है? So this thing is present 7 nucleotide upstream from this initiation codon. So this is the complementary of this 16S RNA. So from the 3' end of the 16S RNA, this Shinne-Dilgarno sequence is the complementary of these bases. So this is the reason of base pairing, where this Shinne-Dilgarno sequence is making pairing with base of this RNA. ठीक है? On the 3' end. ठीक है? So because of this base pairing of Shinne-Dilgarno sequence and these base which are present on the RNA, this thing can be formed. ठीक है? So अगर ये Shinne-Dilgarno sequence present नहीं होगा, then this subunit can't attach with this mRNA. ठीक है? So we can't get this 40S mRNA complex. Okay? So for the formation of this initiation complex, this base pairing is required. Clear? So this thing is known as Shinne-Dilgarno sequence. Then we have amino acyl tRNA is specific for the initiation codon. ठीक है? So these initiation codon are specifically methionine or valine. So जो initiation codon है that will start the translation. So they will be particularly methionine हो सकता है और they can be valine. ठीक है? So which reaches the P side. So first of all, methionine or valine type of codon will start the translation. Clear? Example, UAC of methionine tRNA by hydrogen bonding make bond with AUG of mRNA. ठीक है? So this is the initiation codon of the mRNA. So this initiation codon will make bond with UAC. Clear? So example is, as we know, 40S mRNA complex which we make earlier. ठीक है? This thing is make complex with tRNA methionine. So this tRNA is taking this methionine type of amino acid. So in the presence of this initiation factor and GTP, which is for the energy, so they will make this complex 40S mRNA and tRNA, which is taking methionine. Clear? So this is next step of the translation. So as we have done this process, 40S mRNA complex associated with the tRNA of methionine type. So this thing is done in the presence of this initiation factor. ठीक है? So we will get this complex mRNA and tRNA methionine. ठीक है? So this complex of 40S mRNA, so 40S is the smaller subunit mainly. ठीक है? So अब हमारे पास smaller subunit है, mRNA and tRNA of methionine present है. ठीक है? So this complex is attached with larger subunit of the ribosome. So all these are making complete set of the ribosome in which smaller subunit and larger subunits are present. So we are getting this complex which is 80S tRNA of methionine. ठीक है, so taking it again, सबसे पहले smaller subunit and mRNA का complex है, then it will associate with tRNA of methionine. ठीक है, so we will get this smaller subunit, mRNA and tRNA complex. Then this complex will attach with the largest subunit of the ribosome and we will get two subunits of the ribosome, 40S and 60S and tRNA complex. ठीक है, so this process is done in the presence of initiation factor 1 in prokaryotic type of cell and IF1, IF4A, IF4B and IF4C in case of eukaryotic cell. So this complex is associated at P site of the ribosome. ठीक है, so जो tRNA and mRNA का complex है, this thing is coming towards the P site of the ribosome and A site is again exposed. ठीक है, so fourth step of the translation is elongation. So in elongation polypeptide chain will be formed. ठीक है, so जो amino acyl tRNA है that will reach at the A site. So this is a new amino acyl tRNA. ठीक है, so एक तो amino acyl tRNA पहले लगा था that is of methionine type. So this is the second amino acyl tRNA which is reaching at the A site. ठीक है, so it will attach to the mRNA codon next to the initiation codon. So जो पहले initiation codon था of this mRNA which was AUG और UAC. So जो पहला हमारे पास कोडोन था UAC is present on the tRNA of methionine type and AUG is the initiation codon of the mRNA. So this was the first complex which was formed with mRNA and tRNA. ठीक है, so उसके बाद हमारे पास दूसरा tRNA आया which is the activated type जिसके पास amino acid present है. ठीक है, so this will reach at the A site. Okay, then it will attach to the mRNA adjacent to this initiation codon. ठीक है, so जो ये initiation codon है उसके साथ यहाँ पे attach होगा. Clear? So for this elongation factors are required. So these are EEF1 and EEF1B. So this is for eukaryotic type of cells and EFTU and EFTS for the prokaryotic type of the cells. So these are the elongation factors for eukaryotic and prokaryotic type of cells. Clear? So this is the elongation process. So in the elongation this thing will happen. ठीक है, so this is the amino acid which is present at P site जो पहले ही present था. ठीक है, and this is the new amino acid which is coming with the tRNA. So this is new amino acid which is coming with the tRNA. Okay, so here we have this group COOH group. So this is carboxylic group and here we have amine group. ठीक है, so here removal of water will take place. Okay, so इसमें से water निकलेगा and we will get this peptide bond between these. So C double bond O and NH. So this bond we are getting here is peptide bond. ठीक है, so this is first amino acid present at P site. This is second amino acid which is coming at A site and by this removal of water we are getting this peptide bond. ठीक है, so this process is done by the peptidyl transferase which is of the larger subunit. So this peptidyl transferase is a part of the larger subunit. So we are getting here two amino acids which are joined by this peptide bond. ठीक है, so as these two amino acids are joined, so the bond of tRNA and amino acid will break. So जैसे ये amino acid अटैच करेगा पुराने वाले अमाइनो एसिड के साथ, so the tRNA and amino acid bond will be break and this tRNA will be slip away from the ribosome. ठीक है, so this tRNA will slip away either by directly or by the E site or exit site. So जो exit site present in the ribosome उससे ये tRNA बाहर निकल जाएगा. ठीक है, so in the same way new amino acid will come and they will join by peptide bond with the older amino acid and tRNA will slip away by exit site or directly. ठीक है, so we will get a long polypeptide chain by this manner. So this is elongation process. Next process is translocation. So what is this translocation? When the tRNA slips away from the P site, this ribosome or mRNA will rotate slightly. Then that thing is known as translocation. So translocation is rotation of ribosome or mRNA. So this thing is done by this translocase which are EFG in prokaryotic type of cell and EF2 in eukaryotic type of cell. ठीक है, and GTP is required for this translocation. Okay, so for the rotation GTP is required, and these are the translocase which are required for translocation. Clear? So why is this translocation is occurring? Because a new amino acid tRNA will come to the acceptor side because of this translocation. ठीक है, so अगर translocation नहीं होगी then A site can't take new amino acid tRNA. ठीक है, so for the attachment of new amino acid tRNA at A site, this translocation is necessary. ठीक है, so for the attachment of one amino acid, one ATP and two GTP are required. Clear? So this is the process translocation. So as we are getting new amino acid, we are getting the polypeptide chain. ठीक है, so as the new amino acids are attaching to the old one, we are getting polypeptide chain. So this polypeptide chain is coming out from the groove present in the larger subunits. So we know this, on the larger subunit a groove is present. So this groove is taking out the newly formed polypeptide chain. ठीक है, so इस polypeptide chain को ये बाहर निकाल रहा है, and this is also protecting the newly formed polypeptide chain from the cellular enzymes. ठीक है, so this newly formed polypeptide chain is coming out from the groove present in the larger subunit. Last step in translation is termination. ठीक है, so when non-sense codon of mRNA reaches A site, so we know this, on mRNA different codons are present. So when non-sense codon, which are UAA, UAG and UGA, so any one of them can act as non-sense codon. So when non-sense codon reaches at A site, then they are not recognized by any tRNA. ठीक है, so these non-sense codon cannot be recognized by any type of tRNA. So that is why the P site will be hydrolyzed. ठीक है, so जैसे कोई tRNA इसको रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं करेगा नॉनसेंस कोडोन को, then this P site of the ribosome will be hydrolyzed and we will get a complete polypeptide chain. So एक पूरी polypeptide chain बाहर निकल जाएगी. ठीक है, so the polypeptide chain is released by this releasing factor. So this is ERF1 in eukaryotic type of cell and this is RF1 and RF2 in prokaryotic type of cell. ठीक है, so these are releasing factor for the release of the polypeptide chain. ठीक है, so as no polypeptide chain is formed, so ribosome slips away the mRNA. ठीक है, so this mRNA will dissociate from the ribosome and smaller and larger subunits also dissociate from each other. ठीक है, so this is done by the dissociation factor. Clear? So this dissociation factor will separate the smaller and larger subunit of these ribosomes. So this is the termination process. Clear? So we have done with the thing translation. Rest of the thing we will do later. Thank you.